Okay, so today we're going to break down a YouTube video that at first glance looks like a pretty standard makeup tutorial. But if you stick around, you'll see it's actually this incredible masterclass in building a community and sharing a powerful message of resilience. And it's all hidden inside a guide to getting the perfect shimmery eye. So right away, the video doesn't open with a product or a cool technique. It starts with this really intimate blessing. From the very first second, the creator, Hurain Fatima, isn't just a beauty guru. She's reaching out, making this deep, personal connection, basically saying, we're in this together. And she does all that before even picking up a single brush. All right, so let's get into it. The first half of the video is pretty much exactly what you'd expect. It's a technical step-by-step guide on how to create a light purple eye makeup look. And it's specifically for people who, want something a little more subtle, not too dramatic. And you can see she walks through the whole thing with real precision. She tells you to use a fluffy brush for the crease, to put down a matte shade before the shimmer. She even drops this great pro tip for applying glitter. Put down a layer of eyeliner first to give it something to stick to. It's practical, it's clear, and it's genuinely useful stuff for her audience. So at this point, everything is going exactly as planned. You're getting a great, easy-to-follow tutorial. But right when you think you know what this video is all about, right as you're getting into the rhythm of blending and highlighting, the entire purpose of the video just pivots. And this is where it gets really interesting. This is the moment where this simple how-to video it transforms into something way more profound. So she's right in the middle of dabbing on some glitter, and she just pauses. The instructions stop. The focus isn't on the makeup anymore, it's on you, the viewer. And right there, that's it. That's the real subject of this video. She talks about seeing comments from other aspiring creators, people who feel discouraged and are ready to quit. Suddenly, the makeup tutorial is just the setting for this really direct, heartfelt talk with anyone who feels like giving up.
So what is this hidden message she's trying to get across? Well, it's not just some throwaway comment. It's a full-on pep talk, a piece of mentorship for anybody out there struggling to build their own thing online.
And her advice is super straightforward, She breaks it down into these simple rules. She's a huge believer in consistency, uploading every single day, and she connects that directly to this idea that success isn't about getting lucky. It's what happens when you just don't quit.
And this is the master stroke. Because she doesn't just preach this stuff. She basically puts herself on the stand as Exhibit A. She points to her own journey. And she's not afraid to admit that when she started, she wasn't that good. Her own skill, the very thing we're watching her do so well in real time, that becomes the tangible proof that her advice actually works.
So this all leads to the big question, right? Why does this formula work so well? What is it about mixing a practical tutorial with a motivational speech that makes for such an incredibly powerful piece of content?
Well, it's because the two halves of the video feed into each other perfectly. The tutorial, the what, is what gets you in the door. It's useful, it's practical. But the message, the why, that's what makes you stay. It pulls back the curtain on the struggle behind the polished final look, and that vulnerability turns passive viewers into a real, loyal community.
So here's the key takeaway. That gorgeous makeup look she creates isn't just the goal of the tutorial. It becomes the physical evidence of her entire message. It's the proof. It's like she's saying, see this beautiful thing I made? This is what happens when you practice every day and you refuse to give up. You could almost call this the Trojan horse strategy, right? The makeup tutorial is the horse. It's this appealing, useful thing that draws you in. But what's hidden inside? That's the real gift. It's a powerful message of hope and perseverance that builds a connection way stronger than any simple how-to video ever could.
What she did here is just masterful. Blending the practical with the personal, the skill with the struggle, and it really makes you think, doesn't it? It leaves us with this one big question for our own work. What is the deeper why hiding inside of your what?